So I'm Rebecca. I got 700 on my GMAT and worked with APACS as well to get a place at INSEAD. I came to APACS, a few years ago now, probably when I was 27, 28, because I've always wanted to do an MBA. I was working at Credit Suisse, doing well in my career and enjoying it, but I have just always wanted to do an MBA, and I was getting to the point in my life where I thought, actually, it's probably the right time, probably the right point in my career, and also the right time personally. I was just a bit daunted by the GMAT at first, if I'm honest. I've been out of university for a while, I haven't been studying in quite that way, and I always have this image that I'm bad at sort of quantitative stuff. And so I was looking up how I could get a little bit of coaching and support, really just to kind of structure where I might better need to focus my time. And APACS came up, and I got in contact, and you guys helped me, as I say, structure my study, be a little bit smarter with my studying, focus in the areas that I needed that little bit more attention, and really just a bit of support and coaching through it, both on the kind of content side, but also a little bit more like just the confidence and emotional side as well. A lot of the coaching that APACS gave me was around changing my thought process and my approach to both studying but to taking the exam, and to think a little bit more about why are they asking me that question, to actually really hone in on the piece that I needed to focus on. That then really structured my revision and my studying, because understanding that perspective that the kind of exam writers were coming from really allowed me to kind of hone in where I needed to spend my time. And it did change my outlook a little bit on revision and studying and exams, and actually it's given me skills that I think are really going to help me in the MBA going forward, because it has changed that approach and the way I look at a lot of these things. I then took my GMAT. I took it twice. My kind of understanding was that most people do tend to take it twice, just to sort of see whether they can get a better score the second time around, or to improve on a particular aspect. The first time I got 600, I can't remember, maybe 620, 630, something like that. So not terrible, but not anywhere near where I wanted to be. And with a few tweaks on my studying and a little bit more time spent on my approach to the exam and to the kind of context that we were sitting in and taking the exam, I took it a second time, not that long later actually, and I got 700, which I was really, really thrilled with. And that was a score that I didn't really think I would necessarily have been able to get, but really just working on my confidence and how I approach some of the problems, both while studying but then kind of in the exam context, really did help me get that higher score. Funnily enough, just about a year and a half ago, my fiance's job was moved to Singapore, and given that INSEAD, one of the best schools in the world, have a campus in Singapore, I thought, well, why not try there? So I applied for INSEAD, and APACS actually helped me a little bit with shaping my application, just sort of going through my essays, tweaking them, giving me pointers on areas that I might need to develop a little bit more as well. And if I'm perfectly honest, never really thought I'd get in. I thought it's one of the best in the world, it's highly competitive, I'll give it a good shot, but let's see. And absolutely shocked myself and did get in. But yeah, I do really kind of thank APACS for the support that they gave me, and a lot of it was that kind of confidence and sort of giving me a little bit more of a push in certain areas, and pointing out areas that I needed to work on a bit more, and I do really thank them, because I do think that's a large reason why I'm going to be I've just started INSEAD. A little bit more confidence in my own ability, a different way of approaching studying and exam taking that perhaps I hadn't considered before, and getting into a school that I am so excited to join, and to benefit from all the great things that come with that.